Hey everyone, it is Asha Meyer, founder of Believe to Achieve Team and a 2-star diamond coach. And today I'm coming to you to talk about how to run effective challenge groups, why they're important, because when you look at it, they're the foundation of success in your business. If you're running great challenge groups, your challengers are probably getting great results. And with great results comes more people coming, and also a lot of people that have great results have a lot of people coming to them. So they're going to want to join as coaches. And so this is where the whole cycle kind of begins. And it starts off with the challenge groups. So if you're not running challenge groups, I highly recommend that you run them. Even if you need to run them with 1 or 2 coaches, maybe your team runs team challenge groups, really up to you on how you do this. And you have to set the stipulations for what your challenge groups are going to look like. So for me personally, I have challenge groups, and my challengers are going to be doing at least or a Beachbody program and at least have 30 days of Shakeology. Now, if they don't continue on, sometimes I'll let them in the next 2 groups that are coming up and stuff. And it really just depends on how you feel. I know Melanie Mitro, she runs challenge groups where she has challengers who they're not doing the Beachbody program. So maybe they have another complete set workout system that they love, but they want to include Shakeology into their nutrition. So she runs the challenge groups, and it's more of a 30-day clean eating group where they have to be doing 30 days of Shakeology, and they can do whatever workout program they want. So that's another thing that you're able to do as well. When I first became a coach, I was running challenge groups, and I would let some people come in and if they weren't really set on Shakeology yet, and I'm like, all right, well, you know what? Check this group out, because I knew that the support was priceless. I told them, listen, I know that you don't need Shakeology, but I'm going to tell you right now that with the workout program, with this nutrition, what it's going to do for your body and the results that you're going to get are going to be 10 times, 100 times better than what it's going to be without all of this. It takes everything to really incorporate this. Plus, you can earn, you don't need the Shakeology for it, but there's the Beachbody Challenge that you can earn rewards. You can win cash prizes and, of course, get your free t-shirt. So anyways, once you set your stipulations as far as what your challenge group looks like, you should set up a group online on Facebook. Most people are on Facebook, and you can keep it as a closed group so that when you have those challengers that come in and they're like, yeah, I don't really know about posting because I don't want people to see my stuff. I don't want to put myself out there. Encourage them, let them know this is a closed group. Only the people in this group are posting. And I can tell you right now that a lot of people feel that same way. But this is that jump start for you to really start to put yourself out there, because when you're putting yourself out there, you're keeping yourself accountable. Now, you don't have to post your photos, but I would highly recommend that you send them to me or your coach, and that way that I can take a look at your progress. So I can give you honest feedback on how your progress is going, because if, we can measure in all different places. We can be pulling tight one time and then letting loose. The scale can suck at times. So pictures are really a big thing with watching the progression. So just encourage them that it's a closed group, that only the people in the group are going to see these, that, you can send the photos to your coach separately, but you really just want to help them get the best results that you can. And I can promise you that when you put yourself out there, all the people in the group are going to show so much support and love and feedback that they're going to feel so uplifted by this. And that's where that really comes from. I remember being in my coach's group, and they're like, you're doing awesome. I was like, sweet. I loved hearing that. That really drove me. I'm like, I'm going to do it again, and I'm going to do it again. So that upbeat, uplifting, you know what? This is hard, but they're doing it, and giving them that encouragement. So get your group set up. Have it be a closed group. Now, I used Anita Myron's vision for her challenge groups, and she had a 30-day post of different things that she put out. So what we have in our group is I have a full 30-day planned out system where I have things going out at 6, at 10, at 2, and then at 6 again, or right around that time. And the 6 p.m. is always the accountability. Like, how is your accountability? Except for Saturdays and Sundays. Saturdays and Sundays, most people aren't worried about checking into the challenge group. So Saturday, I have 2 posts that go out. Sunday, I'm like, enjoy your day off. I still check in, but they're not as important as the rest. I don't want to say as important, but most people don't want their Facebook flooded with that. You can run a point system. So let me see if I can find my point system here and kind of show it to you, which again, I've grabbed these informations. I didn't come up with these. I grabbed these information from top coaches and everything. And if they're top coaches, there's no reason why this wouldn't work. You can change things around, make it you. Now, while I'm pulling this up here, I also want to talk about what your challenge groups are called. So let me tell you one thing, is that it doesn't really make a huge deal what you're calling your challenge groups, but I recommend that you can bring it around some theme, or, like we had for this one, a new year, a new you. And then for February, it's going to be called Cherish Your Health, because I think of love and I think of cherishing. And I think it's something that we really should hold on to, is really loving our health. And a lot of people don't. So I thought that was a great thing to it. Another coach, love her to death, Stephanie Lane, she was calling it Cute for Cupid or something. So that was awesome. All right. So let me share my screen with you here. All right. So also in your guys' challenge groups, I know a lot of people are like, how do you get your people to participate? Now, I recommend setting up days that you go on to your challengers, like Facebook, and just giving them words of encouragement. So I usually post a quote, or I'm like, you're doing awesome, or I'm proud of you. So I'll go on their actual Facebook page and post that. And I'm like, keep rocking the challenge. Most people don't care if you put something out like that. There are people who are like, hey, nobody knows what's going on. Like, this is a surprise. They have, like, their husband is gone and everything, so they don't want them to know. So just make sure that that's not the case. I always recommend my coaches and my challengers to be posting videos in the group. Videos, I feel, can really send a great message. And this girl, Sheila, is absolutely amazing. She's been a challenger of mine for a while now, and I just love her to death. And, she just talked about how blessed she feels about this group, and how, it's great because she feels like, even though it's on Facebook and even though we don't know each other face to face, that she can get away from negativity or drama, or not really that, but just the craziness of life. And she feels like when she comes here, it's just an uplifting. So that's huge. So these groups I put in my photo albums. I have, look at all those photos, commitments and points. So the commitments you can grab from Beachbody. I mean, it's the 10 Beachbody Challenge commitments. I have this posted out there. If people see it, great. And then I have this point system. I haven't been so successful yet in getting people to participate, but that's kind of my goal for this year, because why not give away something pretty cool? You have to stay within the Beachbody policy agreement so that it's not compliance. But so let's say you're giving away a prize, let's say you give away the Fixate cookbook for the person who achieved the most amount of points and stuff. And it's really just to get them more interactive and stuff. And it doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to be huge. It's, it's just a kind gesture of what you're doing. So I have those 2 in there. And then I pin a post. I thought it was pinned. I usually have a pinned post, and I think I unpinned it for a second, but it's just, what my pin post is a video of me explaining the challenge group and explaining what we're doing. In my files, I have nutrition tips. I have what the points are about. And then I always recommend people putting their measurements. And as you can see, Becca has been weekly posting her measurements, which is awesome and great. So if you go through my challenge group, you will see photos, you will see videos, you will see people participating in what we do. So I just want to let you know that challenge groups really set the stage for what's going on. So you need to set your stipulations as far as what you're doing there and then go. And you need to encourage your challengers to participate. If you haven't, if you're seeing that people aren't showing up, text them, call them, or be like, hey, I noticed that, if they haven't been posting, I noticed that you haven't been posting for a few days. I just want to make sure everything's okay. I hope you're doing great. Let me know if there's anything that I can help you with. Let them know that you're there to help them, and you're not just there because they grabbed a challenge pack from you, because they're not. You want to help them achieve their goals. And that first month is going to be the biggest key. Now, one thing that I can tell you too is that when you have challengers that have been in your challenge groups and they're achieving success and they love the challenge groups, they're going to want to help and join as coaches because they have people coming to them. So one thing, if you're running a 30-day challenge, towards the last 2 weeks or even the last week, talking in your challenge group about joining as a coach, or even sending messages. You see someone that's posting all the time and like, hey, I know that you've been rocking this challenge. I just wanted to ask you, has anybody noticed like your transformation, or have anybody been asking you what you've been doing? Because those are great probing questions as far as bringing up like, have you ever considered becoming a coach and doing what I do? Like, or even telling them like, you're doing exactly what I did as a coach. You're doing what I do as a coach. And I think you would make a great coach. Plus, on top of it, why not receive a 25% discount? I know that you love Shakeology. I know you love the Beachbody products. So you can earn a 25% discount by becoming a coach. I will help you run through this. When's a good time that we can get to set up to talk? So these are a few things that you can do and ways that you can run successful challenge groups. Just remember to have a system in place. Make sure that you're setting it up. I recommend setting the group up like on a Wednesday, getting people in on the weekend, and then it starts on Monday. So you can get your coaches in if you have other coaches that are bringing challengers in, and you guys can be set and ready to go versus, oh my goodness, here's Friday. I'm getting people in our Sunday the last minute. It's too crazy to do that. So have your system set up, have your dates planned out, get them in ahead of time. Another last thing that I'm going to tell you here. If you have people midway get challenge groups, you have to decide on what you want to do. I give them the option depending on how close we are to the next group. If we're like a week away from the group, no. They can wait till the next group. Not a big deal. If we just started and they got their stuff, I'm like, hey, you want to join this one? And then you can even join the next one and stuff. So I give them those two options. So it's really up to you. Some coaches, right now I'm only running them once every 4 weeks. But if we're running groups every 2 weeks, which is my goal and my plan, then that's where it's great because you have the available challenge groups. So anyways, have a plan in place, get it set up. All my posts are scheduled out before the group even starts. Encourage your challengers to participate. Follow up with them if they're not posting in the group. Post quotes and encouragement on their regular Facebook page. And last but not least, talk about the opportunity when it comes. Acknowledge those that are in there that are leaders, and those are the ones that are staying consistent with their posts, that are staying consistent with working out. They would make great coaches because they're doing exactly what we do. So I hope that this helps you guys in creating successful challenge groups and effective challenge groups, and I look forward to talking to you more. Bye, guys.